What's up everybody, Zenigami here. We're going to go over what all the new things that are coming out to Global right now. On the 13th and the 14th we have a whole bunch of events and we're just going to go through what they are to make sure you guys know what's coming up and how to prepare for it. So the first thing you know is that the yellow turtles are gone now. We don't have any more yellow turtles. We're only going to be stuck with purple turtles on Mondays again. Hopefully Namco Bandai will start putting in the different color rotations like we do have on Japan, because Japan gets a couple different days for turtles. Like they have turtles on Fridays and Mondays every week, and they get different colors every time they do it. But we still only have purple turtles on Mondays, and so far, even though we've seen like red, blue, yellow turtles as like a one-day thing or a couple-day thing, it's not regular for Global yet. So hopefully we'll get that soon. Besides that, the big thing that we gotta talk about is Sugofest is coming. I hoped everyone saved up all their gems. I always recommend that you save your gems for Sugofest because there's a much better chance for you to get a character during Sugofest, and the big two guys that are coming to the party right now, Rayleigh and Whitebeard. Now Whitebeard we've all seen before. He's a big great guy that gives you a huge damage boost, the biggest damage boost possible in the game, and with one of the best specials in the game that cuts their current health by 30%. So if you use two Whitebeards at the same time, that automatically brings whatever you're fighting to half health. And that, combined with the greatest attack damage boost in the game, easily kills everything. Of course, Whitebeard is very risky to use, which is different to Rayleigh. And Rayleigh is something that a lot of people ask, what does his captain ability do? And you see me use it when I play on the Japanese version a lot. And let me explain to you right now exactly how Rayleigh works. Rayleigh multiplies your attack combo meter by 4. So instead of the combo meter going starting at 1 and then going to 1.3 and then 1.5 every time you hit a perfect, it actually multiplies by 4, and if you have 2 Rayleighs, it multiplies it by 8 for each attack. So with 2 Rayleighs, your last attack with your last character hits for 25 times damage. Which is basically like you have a 2.5 times attack combo with a 10 times attack boost, as if your regular captains gave a 10 times attack boost. But it works. The damage output is it's a little bit better than Gear 3 basically, with a great favoring on how hard that last character hits. So Rayleigh is a super great 6-star characters. Now remember that Whitebeard and Rayleigh are only available during Sugofest. This is another big reason why I tell people to save your pulls till Sugofest, because if you pull on a regular day, even though you got maybe you got strength up or psi up or something like that, but you have no chance of getting like Whitebeard or Rayleigh, the best characters in the game. So make sure you got all those Sugofest pulls saved and do them all during that Sugofest. Make sure that the game does say Sugofest on it, because if it doesn't, then you're not going to get any of the characters. This will be on at 8 o'clock p.m. PST on the 14th. That's when that will be out, Sugofest. The new characters that we're gonna get are introduced are Kid, Apu, X-Drake, Bonnie, and Capone. With the version 1 Supernovas coming back, those are Law, Beppo Killer, Uruji, and Hawkins. Now after Sugofest is gone, you still have the chance of getting all these characters. They're all gonna be in the pool. But we're all smart here, so we're saving our pulls till the next Sugofest or for a raid boss, because that's the best. That's when you get the most bang for your buck when you're using your gems. So you want to save them during Sugofest, and you want to use them during your raid bosses, or like to upgrade your box. Those are the best times to use your gems. If you want to know what they are, we're gonna go over them really quickly. Flip through. Kid is the first one we're gonna be looking at. Kid is your 2.5 times attack boost to impact characters. The impact characters have very strong attack. Right now, we're still the best ones on Global include, right off the top of my head, Kid and Uruji, some two very high attack characters. As far as attack class goes, Slashers is still the best type, because you have Mihawk as your lead, which gives you the Whitebeard special of cutting down their health by 30%. But right after Slashers comes Kid with the impact teams. Very strong captain, very strong character with a special that actually lets you do a little bit of damage to everything, but also swaps his orb to red to guarantee you a good orb. So Kid, excellent character. If you don't get Whitebeard or Rayleigh, Kid is definitely the next best character to get. After you Kid, the next two best ones are Apu and Capone. Both characters that are a little bit more niche to use. Apu is great as an orb swapper. Capone is also very good in very specific blue teams. You want to use him only during certain teams. But both Apu and Capone need a team that works with them, so they're both pretty solid. After that, you've got X-Drake, who is like Whitebeard, but only for int characters. Very useful for if you want to burst down a boss like Garp. But besides that, X-Drake is a little difficult to use, and as a sub, he's only okay. And the last one is Bonnie. Bonnie is the last new character. It's not very good. She's got stats, she's got a special, she has captain ability, but none of those you really want to use very often. Bonnie is a very, very niche character. She basically gives you food, but it's very difficult to use her effectively. Remember, all these characters will be in the character pool from now on, so if you don't get one, you'll always have a chance to get them later. But save your gems for Sugofest, because then you get all the 6-star characters. After that, we've also, and before Sugofest comes out, on the 13th at 8 p.m., we're going to get Mihawk Ship. Mihawk Ship is a 0 stamina island. Now, this is not to be confused with the Mihawk Raid. You cannot get characters from the 0 stamina island. It's going to replace the 0 stamina island that's currently out there. So the first thing you need to do is that if you have not yet completed the 0 stamina island, it's very, very easy to do the 0 stamina island that's out in global right now, and you want to do that one first. So complete the current 0 stamina global island to get your free gem if you haven't gotten it already. So that way you're ready whenever Mihawk Ship comes tomorrow on the 13th at 8 p.m. PST. Now, Mihawk Ship, I do have a tutorial video out there about how to clear it right now. Once Mihawk Ship comes out, I will be clearing it with a bunch of global teams, including Gear 3. I'll probably be using a Rayleigh team with global available characters, especially with the Supernovas out. We'll be doing global available Supernova 2 characters also, like Kid and Law and stuff like that. So I'll be showing a bunch of different teams, or as many teams as I can try to show you guys that I have characters for the Mihawk Ship. And you can always, the most suggested teams are teams like Gear 3, Rayleigh, Whitebeard, and Mihawk. Mihawk, Whitebeard, Rayleigh, Gear 3 are the 4 best teams to bring to Mihawk's Island. Now, the reason you're doing this and not a team like Double Monster Chomper or Double Taonami is because you really need all the tools available to you. It's 20 stages, and on those last 10 stages, they give you a lot of hurdles that you have to get over, and you really need to bring a team that has all the tools available to you. A team like Double Taonami, although it can bring a lot of damage, just doesn't have the tools available to you like a team like Gear 3 or Rayleigh or Whitebeard, where you can bring in multiple colored characters that do different things that really helps you out. So we'll have tutorial video for Mihawk Ship and how to do it, and another video, and whenever Mihawk Ship is out, I will have a video about how to clear it with global characters. We also have the smaller, all the small little notifications. You see all these at the start, and you can see them right here. We've got the Summer Festival going on right now. The first thing with the Summer Festival is that we got the gem event every day. Now, this is something that's always out on One Piece Treasure Cruise. They just are basically giving a name to why we get a free gem every day, and that's fine. As long as we get free gems, that's cool with me. There's the Double Super Success event. Now, this is what I hope you all have been saving all your skill books and all your extra copies of, like, Khalifa and all your Jozu skill books and stuff for, because the double rate up for skill up chances will make it easier for you to get skill ups. Normally, you get a skill up about 1 in 10, somewhere around 12% to get a skill up. But with this, it doubles the chance, so you should get a skill up about 1 in 5. Now, this is all just chance, so pray to RNGs and pray to Lord Kobe that you get something good with your skill ups. And Lobster Island is coming back on Friday. So this is actually pretty soon compared to how long it took for Japan to get the Lobster Island. Doesn't look like Lobster Island's gonna be permanent. The event says scooping lobsters. It makes it sound like it's a mini game or something, but it's really just another island that comes out on Friday. Just like last time you do it, you'll see all the crabs and you'll see lobsters, and you have a good chance of getting lobsters out of there. I'd always recommend saving at least 3 lobsters of each color, because you don't know when lobsters are gonna come and when lobsters are gonna go. It does not sound like lobsters are gonna be permanent on global. Japan may be getting lobsters permanently, But global does not sound like we're getting permanent lobsters. So save at least 3 lobsters of each color because it's a good idea. Lobsters are an evolution unit. They need them for a lot of the higher level characters like Zephyr, Garp, a lot of the raid bosses, a lot of characters that are coming out. From now on, we'll need lobsters to evolve, so it's a good idea to keep a nice stockpile for them. So that way, if they don't come back for several months, you can still evolve those characters that you have. Don't forget, there's also the very boring Double Pirate EXP. Now, Double Pirate EXP is coming with Nanohana, and that's the more exciting part of the announcement. Double Pirate EXP is, it's great and all, but it's still generally a better idea to just do the weekly event islands to get experience. But Nanohana is a new island, and it brings us our first big raid boss first big story mode character that you want to be farming a lot, and that's Croc. With Croc, he is a story mode only character that's pretty decent, very good at what he does. So like Laboon, like Zeph, and like a couple other characters out in Japan especially, there are certain characters you only get from story mode, and Croc is the first big one, the first really big one that we all really want. So whenever that comes out, it doesn't have a date on it, but we're hoping that it comes out either with Mihawk's Island or with the Sugofest. So even though it doesn't have a date, it just says when Nanohana comes out. It might be the 13th, it might be the 14th, it might be afterwards. Hopefully we get it by Sugofest. And another thing that we have that's really exciting is we're getting Den Mushis. Now a lot of people know these as the snails because but they're called Den Mushis in the anime. Now, the Den Mushis requires you to link the Den Mushi with your Twitter account. What I recommend everyone do is just go make a fake Twitter account. Shh, don't tell people. But just go make a fake Twitter account. Because every time you click on a Den Mushi and you hit OK, you can do this 5 times a day. They'll be randomly hidden throughout the islands. So you just go to the island page and you'll just scroll past each one and look for the snail somewhere on the screen. You click on the snail, you hit tweet, it'll send out a tweet, and so every time you do it, it will send out a tweet. That's why you use a fake one. You don't want to be sending your friends 5 tweets a day about, hey, I like playing One Piece Treasure Cruise, because as much as they know you like playing the game, 5 tweets a day gets a little annoying. The Den Mushis are really exciting because we get lots of free stuff with this. Like I said, it's 5 times a day, and you can get cola, you can get gems, you can get turtles, you can get a free stamina refill that happens immediately. So what you want to do is you do want to use all of your cola, or you want to use all your stamina first and then do your Den Mushis, because you don't know if that Den Mushi is going to give you a free stamina refill right there. So do your do your staminas, do the Den Mushis at the end of it, and maybe just get a free bar of stamina. And the very exciting part is that they announced that we're getting cotton candy with the Den Mushis. Now, Den Mushis sometimes give us cotton candies only during events, and it's unclear if we're getting cotton candy permanently or non-permanently. Let's pull you guys aside and talk about cotton candy. Cotton candy is something that's just coming to global now, and with 2.2, which doesn't have a specific date, that might be the 13th, that might be the 14th, it might be next week. We're not sure when 2.2 comes out. It's most likely 2.2 is going to be at the same time as Nanohana. Hopefully it'll be Monday or Tuesday with the Mihawk Ship or with Sugofest. Now, the way cotton candy works is that cotton candy gives you bonus max stats to your character. Like, you'll get the red cotton candy gets you +1 attack, the orange cotton candy gets you +1 health, green gets you +1 recovery, and yellow gets you +1 of all 3. You can get a total of 200 cotton candy points on any character with a total of 100 on each stat. Now, it's very difficult to get cotton candy. You get, imagine how often you get colas on while you're playing through story mode, and cotton candy has like 1/5 or 1/10 the chance of dropping like that. It drops in a big old golden chest, and you'll know right away when you get a cotton candy. Now, it's a very low chance of getting them. And cotton candy gives you plus maximum stats. The best way to use your cotton candy are to give it to characters you know will be using for a long time. Like Whitebeards, Rayleighs, Gear 3s, stuff like that. You can also give your things, you can split them up. Like, you can give extra attack cotton candies to your Rayleigh because you want him to be hitting hard. You can give your recovery cotton candy to Vivi so she heals even more. But that's up to you. I do recommend whatever you feed it to, that you give it to someone that you're going to be using forever on a lot of teams. But don't do stuff like just because you use Golden Pound Usopp, you don't want to give Golden Pound Usopp attack cotton candy because you're never going to be using him as your heavy hitter. It's okay to give Golden Pound Usopp health, although it's probably better just keep your cotton candy on your really powerful captains like Gear 3 or Rayleigh or Whitebeard or something else that you have. And don't forget, with the cotton candy, if you accidentally feed cotton candy to the wrong character, you can actually carry over the cotton candy boost. Like, let's say that I'm just feeding up a regular fodder unit, I'm just feeding a Marine, and I accidentally give him a green cotton candy. Now, if I feed that Marine with the +1 green cotton candy to another character, that other character will inherit the bonus from the Marine. So cotton candy boost will actually carry along as you feed people away. So do not cry, do not fret if you accidentally give cotton candies to the wrong person. You can always feed that person to someone else, and the cotton candy benefit will carry over. That's most of what you need to know for the updates. Good luck getting your teams together for Mihawk, and good luck for the Sugofest pulls, guys. I've been Zenigami. Y'all stay beautiful.